that has to be the biggest positive wrestling is made, is terms of, whether you're LGBTQ, whether you're a
Hmm.
woman, whether, whatever, race. Obviously it's not perfect. There's always going to be stuff to work on, probably forever. And, there's definitely stuff still to work on now, but the strides they made, especially I would say, like, since the pandemic, it feels like it's really taken steps forward. And I think maybe like the speaking out movement had a lot to do with it, and just, society changing. But that, I think, is a huge plus.
That definitely helped, but I feel also the fact that people like really miss wrestling. Because, I mean, some places in the United States, they were still doing shows, but in Canada, well, we had no wrestling at all for over a year, and other places, on the planet as well. And shows were like very limited, and people like covering up and sitting, afar from each other. There was not like the bond that you get being like with other wrestling fans or other wrestlers, the camaraderie of being with your peers. And I feel people like really miss that. So when everything opened up again, it's like people were like, I miss this so much that I feel there's more fans going to the shows, there's more wrestlers, and as you mentioned, there's so many more. It's like everything's open to you, yeah, LGBTQ. Doesn't matter what color of skin you are, if you are male, female, non-binary, trans. I love that it's just a huge bouquet of different people all together celebrating wrestling, doing what they love together. I was just on Effy's Big Gay Brunch, and man, I just love it. So much love in that locker room. I love Pollo Del Mar. We have a freaking top freaking drag queen with us. It's like so good, so good, so nice. Loves wrestling. Definitely like a big fan of wrestling. She everything she does is thought of, and she puts so much passion and love into it. And I love Effy. I would spend days with Effy. He's so cool. um yeah, all straight gays, whatever, we were all together, and it was just a great day.
And that's what wrestling should be, like,
Yeah.
even if you take away all of that, like, if you look at a wrestling locker room, especially, like, I'm thinking about like Chikara, right? And you would have Chikara and Ring of Honor, and they would do shows together, and you would have somebody like Shelton Benjamin in the locker room, who was like a just massive human being, a stud of a man, athlete.
Hmm.
And then you had like a huge like comic book fan brought to life, and like in real life, these people would never probably interact, but because of the love of wrestling, they can come together. And I think that applies to, race, gender, everything, like orientation. Like, it should be for everybody in that sense.
Yeah, there's something in wrestling. There's really something for everybody, which is cool. Like, not everybody loves death matches, but if you do, there's some of those. And some people really love lucha, but if you don't, there's strong style wrestling. There's like tons and tons of style and different things in wrestling for you to enjoy.
Very cool. And you've already been so good with your time. Thank you. I'm gonna ask just a few more questions, and then we'll get on out of here. Again, we've made it to like 1998, so hopefully we can chat again in the future.